Hello there, my YouTube friends and fans. It's been a while since I did a video loss because, we can no longer play Conan Exiles, or at least a lot of us cannot. So I had to find something else to play, and you may recognize what this is. This is actually Fallout 76, and I never thought I'm gonna say that because I never had any intentions of playing this game, because like everyone else, I followed this game before it came out, and then we all heard the negative reviews, people saying there's not much going on in this game, it's boring, and the other reason I never was interested in this game is because it's a multiplayer. And I feel like Fallout is not really made for a multiplayer. It's like a single survival game or a solo survival game. That's how I always enjoyed it. But, I was looking for something to play until the next games come out. And I was like going in with a buddy saying, hey, let's just check it out. It's free right now on Xbox Game Pass. What do we have to lose if we try? And we went in, and I immediately fell in love with the game because it brought back all those amazing Fallout memories that I had from playing many, many years ago. And when I found out that I actually can play this game solo without any problems, I was absolutely amazed. So I have been actually playing solo a lot lately, and I have to say I don't see any difference between Fallout 76 and Fallout 4. It is exactly the same feelings, the same excitement, the same addiction you get when you just play this game. You can do pretty much the same things. The world is just as exciting. And you don't even know you're actually in a multiplayer because there are other players, but they mind their own business. Everyone is super friendly. You rarely run into other players because the world is really, really big. You could just do so many missions. That's another thing I just didn't know. There is so much to do, and I know the game got bad reviews at the beginning because there wasn't much to do, but they did so much work on this game, so many improvements, so many additions now, that there's more to do than I can even handle, or at least that's what it feels like to me. I'm overwhelmed by the many, many missions and side missions. And then what they even have here, what they did not have in the other Fallout games because it wasn't a multiplayer before, are events. Those are missions that everyone shares, so you could they just happen at certain times every day, and you can decide if you want to participate or not. You can just go on with your own journey or go and do those for some awesome rewards with others. So I really, really like this concept, and especially the way I think all gaming companies should make games is having the option for people who just love to play solo to still be able to play the game and not having to rely on others. And also, what I like so much about this game, if you do play with others, everyone is so friendly. I have not run into a single toxic player. You don't have to be worried that you get killed, that people destroy your stuff or steal your stuff. At least it hasn't happened to me yet. I have played, I would say, at least 30 hours without any problems. So when I ran into this issue with Conan Exiles, which is a game that I got really, really addicted to, and a game that made me very happy, and that I played just a lot of, as you know if you've been following me, I had a real void when that game was no longer available to me. I mean, it's there, but I can't play because the issue still persists weeks after it happened. Developers are aware of it. And I know they are trying to fix the issue, but I also am aware that that's probably not an easy issue to fix because they already tried before and it failed, because basically it's an instability issue. So a lot of times with things like that is like you fix something and then it breaks something else. And I think that's where they kind of at right now, because this is exactly what happened. They had instabilities with buildings falling apart. And then when they tried to fix that and thought it was fixed, then players noticed that things broke that weren't broken before. And so I could just imagine that that's gonna go on for a little longer. So I am super happy that I can now play a game that's kind of similar, not in style, but you know, what you can do with missions and side missions and base building and, you know, choose between multiplayer and single player and so on and so forth. I feel I get the same enjoyment from this game, and I have to really say that this game took me by surprise. I am blown away how much better this game really is than what I expected. I went into this game with zero expectations because of all the rumors going around on the internet. But it is so wrong now, at least now, in the state it is today. This game is amazing, and I feel it's just as good as Fallout 4, if not even better. It's been a long time since I played Fallout 4 and Fallout New Vegas, but I feel like I almost get more joy from this game because they added so much cool and fun stuff to it. One of my worries about this game was that I would just walk around in a basically empty world with nothing to do but just bump into other players. That's kind of what I expected, and I thought, oh, there will be other players that just gonna do silly things, you know, like blow things up and run around shooting some rats and stuff. That's really boring to me. I did not know that there were actually tons of missions and side missions and things and events and all those things to try, and I forgot about the base building. I did not know that they put all that stuff into the multiplayer, literally making it Fallout 5 in a way. Besides that, we're all probably hoping that Fallout 5 will have more updated graphics, but I think that doesn't really matter if the gameplay is not great. And I have to say, that's the one thing that I was mostly concerned about in this game. And it proved me wrong over and over. And I take back everything I ever said before to anyone about this game, not really knowing anything and just reading what I saw on the internet, basically repeating what other people said that also were wrong. But I know that at the very beginning this game probably did have issues because there probably wasn't enough in the game right at the beginning. And then they learned from it and they thought, hey, we can fix that, and they did. And I feel everyone picking up this game now will not understand why this game actually did have bad reviews at the beginning, because it's nothing at all what people say. So, I mean, if you have like the Xbox Game Pass, you should definitely try this game out, especially if you loved the other Fallout games and you were also falling for the negative reviews, staying away from this game. And if you are like me and you can't play Conan Exiles right now, or no other games are on the market right now, because it's always kind of dry in summer, I highly recommend it. You at least give this a try. You can play this totally solo. You don't need anyone to even get into this game. And it doesn't really matter if you've played Fallout games before or not. For those who have, they will be instantly familiar with the mechanics, but the lore is completely different, the characters are different, so they're not related to each other. So this is a completely standalone game that you can totally play if you've never played a Fallout game. There's maybe a little bit more of a learning curve because you have to understand the mechanics first and how everything works in this game. But on the other side, it's pretty much like every other game, you know, when it comes to base building and stuff. You will already kind of know what you want to do and what you expect from the game. What I really like about this game too is just, you know, of course, like with any open world game, is just exploring the world and talking to all kinds of different people and then finding out about their story. You can actually find treasure maps. You can call in loot crates. There's day and night cycle, of course, and there's all kinds of different weathers like overcast, fog, rain, storms, radioactive post-nuclear dust clouds, and so on. So things can change any minute, and you have to kind of adjust again. And then you can fast travel, which is awesome, something that you can't really properly do in Conan Exiles, or it's not as easy. And there's also a ton of different armor that you can find and craft, and different outfits that you can find and craft and even purchase. They have a store where you can buy really crazy stuff, even for your base, and you can make your base to whatever your heart's content. There's almost like no limits to it. I love the fact that you can tinker around with the electricity, kind of like in 7 Days to Die, where you can learn how to hook up electricity to get all kinds of things running automatically, not just lights, but pumps and so on, turrets. I mean, there is just so much to do. I don't think you can ever really get bored in this game, even after you've probably done all the story missions and side missions and whatnot, and have the best base in the world. There's daily events, many events every day that you can participate in, that you don't even ever run out of things to do. You could literally come here any day, even after a year of having taken a pause maybe, and still have plenty to do, especially since they keep adding new stuff to this game. This game is not dead. It keeps growing again, just like Conan Exiles. They won't maybe change the world, but they're gonna change events and add missions to it, and add more cool stuff that you can purchase or earn or craft. And so they really try to keep this game interesting, and that's only something I just learned. I absolutely was thinking the total opposite of what I just said. So again, I mean, if you are like me and have stayed away from this game because of what you heard a few years ago, go and check it out and see for yourself what you think, and let me know in the comments if you have played this game, or if you are trying to play this game because of my video. I'd be very happy to see what people think. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I hope to see you next time. Until then, happy gaming. Take care. Bye bye.